Hello, this is Aosoft Now, also Skater Nova 71, in amalgamated forms, like an amalgamation. Right now I'm outside, there's so many cats around. It's just so. I just like cats. I also like dogs, but it depends. Um, yeah, sprinklers going off, feeding the grass, and the sun is about to. I think it's about to set soon. Should have woke up so much earlier, but I realized that. I don't know. It's kind of complicated. Right now, my leg is shaking repetitively a lot. Didn't finish my coffee yet, but I will. Right now, I'm just thinking, like, what do I do with my time nowadays? I've discovered so much about myself and lost so much that I don't really know. Another way you could think about it is alternative hypergamy that I realized before. But those are just primitive concepts. With our gender roles and gender dysphoria that we go through, we don't even know if we're male or female sometimes. But it's kind of like there's so many aspects to look at, so much, and we aren't so different, but at the same time we are. We're separated into groups when uh when we're trying to think about what we're about to say and do, because we can't talk with the same kind of respect. It's feels as if it's kind of difficult to understand what we come across and what we say to each other. And I'm not. The thing I'm after isn't obviously probably a girlfriend or a relationship. I'm not sure yet. I'm focusing on my own self and not focusing on social media so much. But as I do that, I my genius comes out and I learn so much. Yet I forget that the things that build me are my friendships and my loneliness and my lonesomeness together, and it's good because you don't have to be a nihilist only. You could be an existentialist, nihilist, absurdist, so many different forms, right? And that's kind of like a different type of psychology where we can be different things rather than obviously singular tasking or different. Like, so I'm back. Just gone off in a tangent and just sort of vented out a little bit. But, I don't know. Thinking about stuff. Just thinking. And we put a lot of value into thinking and our spirit, our soul, our ego. Yet the concepts are flimsy in different areas. Sometimes it may feel like all of it is as flimsy as possible, but the grounding and the perspective and the dark and light part of ourselves, and also different type of morality models and equality models kind of show us we can be even more, we can be different, maybe not so much. Just depends when the complications arise, when we when we don't realize that there is a sort of unity in us, not the same type of unity you're really focused on. Things meant very different things in the past. Older civilizations and older times of our country needed a completely different reformation of how we lived and such. But now, Now things are a little different, I suppose. It's kind of interesting a little bit. Right now, I'm gonna clean the kitchen and the hallway in this house, and then continue to work on myself making videos. That's the Aosoft Now perspective. The Skater Nova 71 is like a different type of fitness perspective, where it's mental toughness a little bit, not too tough. You need some submissive qualities to a personage, but everything is not dominant or submissive. The the that's how a story works. And even though we feel comfortable with that, there's other ways of thinking, different types of balance that you can put into perspective. But it's for us to figure out what these qualities are once you become a little bit more focused on what you want to learn. Do your own thing. It's like a coaching newsletter, sort of. So I'm going to be switching to something else now. So, back to hypergamy and the structure of different relationship qualities. Hypergamy and love are kind of like not opposites, but very similar to each other. The standard way of seeing it. We don't really know what goes through another person's head. We don't understand how they work unless you're around that person for a very long time. So, the more simple way of saying it is that there is a form of hypergamy that is much like the normal self. It's like a alternative nirvanic kind of perspective, where when you fully realize who you are, nothing changes, everything is rather the same. Just a little bit of touching differences. But even so complicated this nirvanic place is, it's still has hierarchy to it, and it's not forever. Like the many areas of the Samsara Satori paradoxes, they're rather different. As I mentioned, the Satori and Nirvanic paradoxes, absolutely, because nothing is far away from currency. There's always some currency to things, and all I gotta say now is like, focus on nature. Focus on the movement, but don't get too entangled with it. Don't feel as if you're being compelled into desensitization and enlightenment or endarkment or the middle or any of that middle path, all that stuff. It's all a little bit of nonsense. Just let your reality change a little bit, but keep some sameness to it, so you can feel new type of closeness to where you're at. Yeah, but I really like this style of video because I don't have to worry about what I say, because I can just go off in a tangent and talk for a while without focusing on what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna work on this here and there, but I'll be good. I'll be great. So, anyways, this is Ailsoft Now, also Skater Nova 91 and other amalgamations. And keep in touch. Comment, subscribe, like, give me some feedback on my videos. Like a video essay, anyway. But let's get it. And stay in touch, because there's more content coming. And yeah. Thank you for everything. See ya.